Hello and welcome to Carmen Miller Group's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. I'm your host, Patty Mercer, and I am standing right in the middle of some major Christmas magic right here in Tega Cay, 1252 Stonecrest Boulevard. We're going to find out who is doing all of this and why this family finds it so important to make a difference during the holiday. First, let me ask you, maybe you're asking Santa for a new home this year. If you have, then make sure that you reach out to Carmen Miller, or you can visit CarolinaHomeSearch.com. While you're there, you can see past episodes of Talk of the Town, Carolinas. You ready for a little more ho, ho, ho? Well, let's go. We're here and the Christmas magic is on. Standing with me, I've got the Buettner family. Jeremy.
Yep.
Jordan.
Rowan.
Gracelyn. Wow. Let me just tell you, if you have not had an opportunity to see what you all have in your front yard and a little spillage over to the neighbors, I understand, you gotta come by. First of all, what's the address here?
It's 1252 Stonecrest Boulevard.
Right here in Tega Cay. First of all, how long have you all been committed to creating so much fun for families at Christmas time?
I think it started really small about 14 years ago, but it's gotten monumental in the last 6 or 7, I'd have to say. But it's been a long time coming, collecting all this stuff.
Wow, and I understand you have a lot of storage.
Lots, yeah.
That's
lots.
good.
We've made storage.
That's good.
So, yeah.
And how contagious do you think your efforts are? Because it seems like your neighborhood picks up on this.
Actually, it has, yeah. I would say when we got here, it was pretty dark, and now you drive it down any street, and almost, I'd say, 2/3 of the houses are lit up now, so it's been fun, yeah. Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
What inspired you to do this?
That's actually better a question for him.
Okay, yeah. Jeremy.
Well, there was a little old man in Southern California that had a display, and I knew a gal who actually hated Christmas, believe it or not. She truly did. Took her to his display, had one of the biggest in America, and it was magical, and it changed her heart that night. And I thought, you know what? That's something I want to do someday.
What is the meaning behind doing this for everyone, besides just making a difference in how someone thinks about Christmas? It's much deeper.
We got involved in a project called Life Center in Troutman. It's an alternative for women to have their babies instead of aborting their baby, and it's an amazing thing. It's a judgment-free zone. They go in, they get emotional, spiritual, and financial help. I think it's over 70 apartments that they set up for these women to go to, and it's just an amazing experience. And they're in the process. The building's built there, and it's existing, but they need to build it out. They need funds to build it out. So Life Center Troutman, where everybody asks if they can donate. We say, listen, that's what you can donate to. It means the most to us. So, Santa's about the kids, right?
That's right. That's right. About the kids, literally about the kids. Yeah. Now, Jordan, you said that really this is the first year that you all have connected with an outreach opportunity. Tell me what it was about this particular cause.
God is love, and no matter what you believe or who you are as a person, He loves you. And a lot of people are struggling through things that they think they're alone in, and you're not. You're just not alone. That's the most important thing, is just that none of us are truly alone, and the devil'd like to get you thinking you are, but you're not, and we're here for everybody. So we love seeing the smiles on people's faces and seeing how this brings out the joy in a time where the simpler joys in life are harder to find anymore.
And Jordan, where do we go to donate? If we can't have a bucket out here just to plop some money in, you got to tell us how do we give back and support this worthy cause?
Yeah, we don't want to see a bit of that money. We want it to go directly to them, and I believe it's lifecentertroutman.org. If I'm wrong, just go to Google and type in Life Center Troutman, and it'll be the first one that pops up for you.
Also, what you're able to do here in the community. I mean, I was only here 10 minutes, and I observed the campfire with chairs around, and you ladies, what's in those bags over there?
Well, one of them has larger stuffies for younger kids.
Okay, larger stuffies for younger kids.
One of them has Beanie Babies.
Oh, yeah.
And Hot Wheels.
Hot Wheels?
And one of them has mini Beanie Babies with mini books that you can read.
Oh, wow. How does it feel to just hand someone a gift like that?
It's really cool.
Really cool, yeah. And how old are you?
13.
So this has been going on 14 years.
Yes.
So you both were born into this. Wow. Let me just touch the Christmas magic. That's wonderful. Okay, let's get down to business, because I look at all these lights and I know that they cost. Yeah. Cha-ching! Yeah. How have you been able to afford something so magnificent?
We just, every year after Christmas, 4 o'clock in the morning, we gird ourselves up and get in the car and go to Walmart after Walmart, looking for 75% off, 50% off, and buy it that way. Honestly, it's all LED, so the power bill's not bad at all. It goes from, it doubles, but it's not that bad. So yeah, it's been great. And for over 14 years, we've accumulated a lot of things. Next year, we'll go 4 houses down. We're not just going to do 2. So.
That spillage factor. If you're looking to buy in this neighborhood, you might want to make sure you read the fine lines.
I apologize in advance for the traffic.
No, I love this. And I can't imagine when you start planning, but Jordan, you have a very unique way of really approaching what is so well, from my perspective, so well organized. It's like Macy's parade right here in Tega Cay. Yeah, how do you do that?
It's the craziest thing, because we start November 1st every year. We literally take our 9-day vacation from work to come set up the display. And he'll start asking me 6 months ahead of time, what's the plan? What are you going to do? And I just smile at him, like, literally what I do is I go out and I go, okay, Lord, what's going to be special? What would you have me do? And I just see a picture in my head and we just go, and he follows behind me as I'm throwing stuff in the yard. And he's making sure they're secured. But there's little things. There's little things that I do every year. Like the skating rink was new last year, but people loved it.
And the skating rink is?
Snoopy Peanuts. Yep, one of my favorites.
Yes.
And then of course there's the water with the Isle of Misfit toys for those people who remember Rankin and Bass.
My favorite.
Yep. And then we have the Grinch, and then we have the tree on the corner that has Santa. Those are kind of my mainstays every year, but everything kind of changes around it, and I might change the way that they go every year. It's just really what I feel led to put up, what's going to touch people's hearts. That's what's most important.
Of design the first 4 years, it was a hot mess. I'm glad she took over.
What about special moments over the 14 years? Tell me about some of those moments where you just knew that you were on the right track and you just needed to keep on going.
As a few years ago, and like I was telling you, the kids are special, but it's the seniors. We had a gentleman, and he was 91 years old a few years ago, and his wife came by, and she stopped, and she was a New Yorker, so she's pretty loud. Get over here! So I said, okay, what are we doing? She said, my husband is 91. He's only allowed out of the nursing home like 4 days a week for an hour. And he could barely see, and all he wanted to do was come see our display every day. So she brought him over here 4 days a week, and I got to meet him and give him a hug. And he was terminal. He died a couple months later, but she said, that's all he talked about for 2 months. And like Jordan said, that the most special thing though, and that was special. The most special thing on a daily basis is people that make this their family tradition. There's no greater honor than to somebody say, I bring my family, we get in our car and we drive to your house. We take time out of our schedule to go see you guys. This is an honor.
You guys are beautiful. Thank you so much. You want to give a big Merry Christmas?
Merry Christmas.
1, 2, 3.
Oh.
Merry Christmas! Well, that's it for this edition of Carmen Miller Group's Talk of the Town, Carolinas. If you're thinking about buying or selling a home, just remember to keep it simple. Call Carmen Miller, or you can visit CarolinaHomeSearch.com. While you're there, you can see past episodes of Talk of the Town, Carolinas. And from all of us at the Carmen Miller Group, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.